Hello students, welcome to yet another lesson with Mr. Mohana. Hope all of you are well. I am perfectly fine here. So for today's lesson, we are going to use the Full Blast English Language textbook. Yes, today's lesson we are going to look at a writing lesson for Form 4. So please take out your English language textbook and turn to page 27. So if you turn to page 27, you would definitely know what we are going to do today. Yes, we are going to learn how to write a description of a person. So if you are ready, let's get started. So on page 27, this lesson is from Unit 2A. You're going to write a description of a person or a person that you admire. So before we get started, I would like you to just pause this video and read the text about Uncle Tony. If you have done so, fine. Very well. We are not going to go through this lesson step by step, but instead, I'm going to share with you on some tips of how you can write this essay, particularly about a person that you admire better. Okay, so I'm going to share with you some ideas here. So before we get started, let us look at the question here. Your teacher has asked you to write a description of a person you admire. Write why you admire him or her and how he or she has influenced you. So here you have to identify the most important things that the question has required you to cover. First, you have to identify a person whom you admire. Next, you have to give a reason why you admire this person. And thirdly, you also have to say how this person has influenced you. So, before we go further into the lesson, probably you may want to pause this video again and think about this question. Now, this essay generally will have 3 paragraphs, so we will go by paragraph. First, in the introductory paragraph or the first paragraph, you have to give some general information about the person. What are the general informations that you can give? First, you have to mention the name of the person, or you have to say your relationship with him or her. Who is that person to you? Okay, whether the person is your uncle, your auntie, your friend, a teacher, your mom, or your dad. Okay, what is your relationship with the person and what is the person doing, whether he's working or a housewife. So what is the job of the person? Probably you can relate this job as one of the influential factor that it has influenced you or drawn you closer to the person. Now, let us look at some examples of introductions that you may want to try using when you write your essays later. Okay, let us look at the first example. The person I admire the most is my father, William Tan. He is a lawyer as well as a social worker. He works very hard to help the needy. Now, in this sentence, I have given you the name of the person, my relationship with the person, and his job. Okay? Next, my mom, Puan Noraini, is the person I admire the most in the world. She is a housewife and she has always put those she loves the most before herself. That is my second example. And my third example, I admire my English teacher Puan Doreen the most. She's not only calm and patient, but also has passion for the English language. Now, I have given you 3 examples of introductory sentences of how I want to write about the people that I admire. First, I have given you an example of how I describe my father as the person I admire. Second, a mother. And third, a teacher. So these are some examples that you can follow when you write your essay later. Now, please keep in mind that if you take note of all these 3 sentences, all these sentences are constructed in simple present tense. So as much as you can, try to write or try to practice simple present tense for this topic, so that you know how to use simple present tense when you go to much complex writing tasks. Okay, so if you have understood this well, let's go to the next slide. Now, in the body paragraph, you have to describe the person's personality with examples to support your opinion. And also, you have to explain what influence the person had on you or other people or the people around you. So to do this, what we can do is we can use some idioms. In this lesson, I'm also going to introduce to you some idioms that you can use to describe people's personality. And also you can use these idioms as a way to describe the person's personality and elaborate with some of your opinion. Alright, so let us look at the idiom. First idiom, down to earth, which means someone who is humble, open and honest. Okay, so for an example of a sentence, she is a very down-to-earth person and not at all attracted by the glamour world. Okay, another idiom, a good egg, which means a likable person. He is a good egg. I'm sure you will like him once you get to know him. Okay, open-minded. Okay, third idiom, open-minded, which means willing to consider new ideas. She is an open-minded person who would welcome new ideas from her students. The next idiom is straightforward. Honest and not likely to hide their opinions. This is the meaning of the idiom straightforward. An example of a sentence, he is a straightforward person who does not mince his words. Okay, let us look at the next idiom. Easygoing, which means someone who is relaxed and not prone to rigid rules. For example, Linda's easygoing nature has earned her many loyal friends. Linda's easygoing nature has earned her many loyal friends. Now, very well, let us go to the next idiom, which means jack of all trades. A person who can do many different types of work. Jack of all trades, which means a person who can do many types of work. Let me give you an example of a sentence. I'm very glad that my brother is a jack of all trades. It saved us a lot of money when it came to renovating our house. So if you are writing your brother as an admirable person, so probably you can just take this example and fit into your essay. Right? Now let us go to the last idiom that I'm going to share in this lesson, a go-getter, which means someone who is energetic and works hard to succeed. Let me give you an example of a sentence. He is known as a go-getter among his friends as he works hard to get what he wants. So, for this lesson, I have shared with you about 8 idioms that you can use to describe a person's personality. So, if the person that you're describing has any idioms here that suits his personality, probably you can try to adapt these idioms and fit into your essay. So, you have learned how to use an idiom to describe a personality of a person. Right? Now, let us move on to our task. Next, I'm going to share with you some examples of sentences to show someone's influence. How you can put in or say how the person has influenced you. Let us look at the examples. The first one. My father has influenced me so much with his charity work that I was drawn into helping the poor and destitute. You see, I have given you an example of how the father's work has influenced the writer. Next, no English teacher could keep her students glued to her like Puan Doreen. She does this with her creativity. I hope to become a great teacher like Puan Doreen one day. So when you say, I hope to become a great teacher like Puan Doreen one day, it means that it shows how much Puan Doreen has actually influenced you. Right? Now let me show you another example. My mom's influence has made me what I am today. She has taught me patience and perseverance through all her actions. So here you say that your mother's influence here is through her actions. So that is how your mother has influenced you. So I have given you 3 examples to show you how you can actually write somebody's influence into your essay. Now, and if you take note here, I have underlined two phrases, has influenced and has made. Okay, these sentences are constructed in present perfect tense. So please take note of this, right? And you may want to explore how to construct sentences using present perfect tense after this, right? Now let us go to the next part of this lesson. Now, in the concluding part of your essay, you have to give some general comments about the person you admire by summarizing all the ideas that you have developed. So, how do you do this? Now, you can either write it in one simple sentence as your concluding sentence, or you can write a short paragraph. Let us look at some examples. The first one, I really love my mother, as she is the reason for who I am today. It's a perfect ending of an essay where if you are writing about your mom as a person you admire. Now let us look at the next one. To sum up, I think my father has had a great influence on my attitude in life and on my personality. And for all these reasons, there's a strong bond between us. And I admire him very much, right? That's another example. And the last one here, Puan Doreen has played a crucial role in my life. She has always asked me and my friends to chase our dreams. Her advice for me to be a better person in society is something I still follow at heart. Now, basically, these examples are very simple ones where I conclude the idea of how I see the person I admire. And not only that, I've also added a little idea of how the person has also influenced the people around me. So this can be a perfect way for you to end your essay. Now, I'm going to share with you an example of an essay so that you also have another essay to look at besides the essay that has been given to you in your textbook. So now, let us get started. Essay. The person I admire the most is Datuk Lee Chong Wei, a well-known badminton player in Malaysia. He has made Malaysia and his countrymen proud with his achievements in the badminton games at international arena. He has won several prestigious international badminton championships that has put him as one of the top badminton players in the world. Perfectly written introductory paragraph about the person I admire, Datuk Lee Chong Wei. Okay, so in this introductory paragraph, I have given the name of the person I admire, and I've also given some description of what are his achievements in his field, which is badminton. Now, let us look at the next paragraph. I admire Datuk Lee Chong Wei for his determination and perseverance. Okay, this is the reason, yeah? At the beginning of his career, he was not as outstanding as he is now. But due to his sheer determination, perseverance, and hard work, he rose in ranking and made it to the top position in the badminton arena. For these reasons, I will always have my utmost respect for him. So this is the reason why I admire Datuk Lee Chong Wei. So you may use this reason. Okay, you may also think of reasons similar to this if you are writing about a sports person as a person you admire. Now, let us look at the next paragraph. Now, the third paragraph, besides making Malaysia well known around the globe through his achievements in badminton, Datuk Lee Chong Wei is also applauded for his philanthropic efforts. He donated RM2 million to the Malaysian Badminton Association and National Sports Council of Malaysia to train budding badminton players to represent Malaysia. His great achievements and contributions has influenced me so much that I want to become a successful person like him. Now, let us look at the ending. Datuk Lee Chong Wei is truly an admirable person, and he would always have my respect. So this is an ending for this essay, a very simple way to end this essay. But if you want to add more ideas to end your essay, you are welcome to do so. Alright, we have come to the end of our lesson. I hope you have understood whatever that I have taught you today, and please try to practice whatever that you have learned from today's lesson. And till I see you again, thank you.